Alright, we're back at another part of the lake. Taking him for a nice pup walk today. We can clear our heads and unwind from all the stress. My brain's a little burned out from all the stress and stuff like that, so my words are a little lost. But we're going to make the best of it and have a great day. Right, boy? He's too busy smelling. I don't know why they have that blocked off, but there's a path that you can go over there, and then there's some over that way. But anyways, a little band shell thing. I'm just sort of following him. Hopefully this ain't too windy. Very, very beautiful day out. See if we can get, hold on, bub. It's very, very, very windy on this side. I apologize. See if it's windy when we get down here at the bottom. Alright, we made it down off that hill. It was still windy over here. He's just enjoying this. Come on over this way. He's getting me a little tangled up in his leash. Let's go up here, bub. And I have to watch out for fishing hooks, glass, and other stuff. This is sort of a nice little spot here. There was a picnic table down here a long time ago, but this is usually underwater sometimes, right here. As you can tell, that's a nice little setup there. Be nice just to put some chairs right there and just sit there and relax for the whole day. Not be bothered. Clear your mind by the lake. That sounds like paradise right there. Even though it's a little chilly out here. Yeah, so come here for a minute. Stop. So there's the island. If you come up here, go to there. I thought it was up at the next one, but it's not. It's actually right here. We were up there. Yeah, I was thinking we were up at the... There's another one if you go up that way and go to the right. There's another spot. I don't know why I was thinking we were up that way. Probably because I was going to go up that way earlier, but... You gotta watch this guy. He's slick. He'll end up in the water on purpose and then try to lay down in it. The water's somewhat clear. This is Lake Codorus. It used to be called Project 70 something. 74, 77. I forget what it was called. I think that's about when they built it. I'm not sure. Or in the 80s or something. I forget why. It was something with the paper mill and all this other stuff. But I think there was a town here and all this other fun stuff. But maybe we'll save that for another day. Could do some research and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not so windy over on this side. This is pretty nice now. That's how it was down here. It was nice and calm. You get around the other side and it's just so windy and cold and it's raw. See what we got back here, bub. These are the trees. Let me zoom this way. These are the trees that we were showing you. Not much color. I forget why they said there's not going to be that much color this year like there usually is. It is so hard to try to hold this dog leash and zoom in and out. I'm getting there. I know I could probably get something that all thumb thing, but this works for me for now, so. Yeah, but always remember to treat yourself and others with kindness. I know I say it all the time. It's really important. And if someone's trying to talk to you, just listen to what they have to say. Even if you don't understand it, just listen to them, because it might be important. Maybe not to you, but maybe to them. I try to help others out and get along and be peaceful, but sometimes it don't work the way you want it to work. A lot of times it just don't work that way. There's a lot of people that are just don't see what you see. There's some little tiny minnows in there. If I can get them, probably not. Come here, bub. See if I can. If you can see him or not. I think they went off because he was going down this way and I was trying to go the other way. But yeah, it's hard to understand what someone's feeling if you don't truly listen, because you can't have stuff one-sided. It has to be like a mutual thing. You have to listen also as the other person's talking to them, not just blame them for something, because there's a lot of times where these days people don't take accountability for their actions. And then there's a lot of times too where somebody will get upset and then the other person will feel that it's all their fault because they shouldn't have got upset. You know what I mean? Like something happens and they get upset from it. Like, well, I don't know why you're upset. Like, you make a big deal out of nothing. Well, maybe that's not nothing to that other person. Maybe it means a lot to them. That's why you just have to understand what's going on. I don't know if you can see they're so tiny. Hopefully you can see them all. I got him. He got me wrapped around in this leash here. Hopefully I can untangle myself. We're going to go in a circle here. Sorry about that. No, we're not going in the water. I think this is where we're going to stop, and we're going to head back. It's starting to get a little bit narrow, and I know how he is. He's starting to get antsy and working himself closer to the water. If it was warmer out, I'd let him in, but it's not that warm. The water's not too cold, but it's sort of deep there, and it's muddy and yucky. And we went through that route one time. We went someplace, and he went swimming in the let's see if I can zoom in on this. There's an egret. Hold on, bub. Not too bad for a cell phone camera. Come on, we're going this way. But yeah, we went to a place and he went swimming. It wasn't funny at the time, I'll tell you what. Boy, my top was ready to blow off. He was soaking wet, and I took him to the car to dry him off. And he flopped on the ground and rolled all over the ground. And the parking lot was this light, like dusty gravel stuff. It was so like powdery. It's almost like jumping in a big pile of powder. And he rolled all over the place and got up and thought it was the best thing in the world. And it just, I had to take him to give him a bath. Because I tried to take him down to the creek, and there wasn't much water in the creek to rinse him off. But there was a little bit, but it made it worse. Because the creek wasn't real deep. It didn't even come up to his belly. But in the car we went, and to the dog wash and car wash we went. To clean out the car and give him a bath. But anyways, so quiet and peaceful here. But you can definitely hear the wind blowing. Probably not on here, but I can hear it up around the corner. I just figured I'd give you guys a nice view of the lake. Taking him for a pup walk. He's a little camera shy sometimes. But anyways. That worked out well. I went to flip the camera around, and I ended up shutting it off, and I was talking to a dark screen because I flipped it. I thought I flipped it over, and I just started talking. I was trying to watch where we were walking back that way. There's a little bit of loose stones and stuff, but anyways, it is what it is. Just try to take it easy on each other, and just try to understand where someone's going through and stuff, because sometimes people just want to run and not sorry about that. I was trying to get something off the screen here. Yeah, they just want to run away from the problems and not face them. Seems like any more people don't want to work with any kind of relationship, or they want a relationship but they don't want to put the work in to having a relationship. And it don't matter if it's a friend relationship, if it's a husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, brother and sister, you know what I mean? Just any type of relationship. It just seems like people just don't want to work for that. They'd rather just give up. At least that's what I get out of a lot of stuff. A lot of the videos I watch and a lot of stuff, and you look at these people just wanting to give up and not proceed with a relationship because they get mad and they're like, I'm not dealing with this no more. Dealing with stuff is it is hard, but you also have to communicate. You can't just fight, you have to actually communicate, and you have to listen. You have to listen to what the other person's feeling and stuff like that. You can't lie to them. You can't manipulate them. You can't blame them all the time. You have to take accountability for your actions. And I mean, it usually works out pretty good, but both people have to do that part. It's not just a one-person part. Check out this. We're up underneath these trees again. Got that nice moss there. Hold on, Bubba. Yeah, I really like this. This is really, really, really cool under here. Look, he likes to. He's like, "What you looking at? You like this? Yeah." Yeah, we're at the windy part here. So it's going to be, once we step out of here, I think it's going to get really windy. No, we're not going up in there right now. That don't get too far back. So, yeah, you just have to take it easy on each other and just listen, communicate, and give each other some respect. That's what really makes a relationship good. If you think about it, back in the day, there was a lot of communication and respect and stuff like that back in the day. Seems like once the older folks are gone, it's just lost. But anyways, have a great day. I will catch you in the next one. Maybe we'll add to this, maybe we won't. But in the meantime, we're going to head on back up to the car and maybe hit another spot. So, have a great day.